G'day viewers, got a scrapping video today. This was dropped off to me to be recycled and I have no clue what it is. It's 3 nicks personal PC computer XT80 hard disk, turbo, power, there'll be silver in those switches, floppy drive or something there, and around the back and there might be some cards in it. Looks like there's a few cards, that could be good. Power supply, it looks like it might have some good stuff in it. Now I don't know if this is going to be a waste of time or not, but there's buttons inside here, on this side. I haven't seen inside it yet. I don't know what to expect. I've never seen one of these before. I don't even know how to get into it. Well, let me put this harness on, and I have 2 hands in. Okay. There we go. So firstly, this is steel. Steel no good to me. I know in some places like America and that, you guys are able to sell steel, but here they pay nothing for it. They only buy heavy iron, so that's a waste. But I'll put it in my recycle bin anyway. So get some of these cords off. I don't know how old this computer is. I don't know if I'm expecting some good stuff or not. So it looks like there's quite a few drives here. Well, a couple of good ones are heavy aluminium. I've got to unscrew those. Drill. All I know is this is heavy, really bloody heavy. Oh, never seen a computer this heavy before. The oldest computer I've seen before, when I used to own, was a 486, and I think this is a lot older than a 486. So I'm guessing I've got to take the front off first. Screw here. So most of you know that lately I've been trying to find out whether you guys want long videos with lots of detail or shortened videos, and most people said that they like the long videos and they like the detailed attention that I put towards info, which is great. But then I just had a comment from someone asking me to edit my videos to make them shorter. So I don't understand what I should be doing. Should they be long? Should they be short? I've just said to this person, you know, feel free to fast forward any parts that you find boring. But I try and give you guys what you want. I'm hoping that I succeed. How does this come out? So like in this situation now, I could be stopping the camera, I suppose, but most of you seem happy with it. So one person saying it's too long, that sounds like a him problem. So I've got a LED globe here. Let's see if I can get that out. Yep. I should have angled that down, sorry. Didn't realise I couldn't see. And it's just a key. There's nothing in that. Okay. This drive is not like any drive I've ever seen before. I don't think I've ever done one of these, so I don't know what to expect, but I can tell you it's been taken in and out quite a lot. And if you can tell, all that gold's missing. A tiny bit of gold on the edges, that's it. Now why would one of these need to be taken in and out, in and out, in and out? Doesn't make any sense to me. It's a little bit better on the back side. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen it removed so many times that all the gold's gone. You know, I don't know what else is in there to expect, so I'll have fun pulling that apart. But heavy duty cast aluminium. We'll start with this first. Need a bigger, smaller drill for that one. What's in here? Ribbon cable. That's very good. Looks like a pretty big motor here. Need a smaller screwdriver for those ones. A smaller screwdriver. I'll have to use a different piece for that one. See if this one fits. Nope. How about this one? Yep. You would find it eventually. There's one in every crowd, but you just can't undo. Might need a smaller screwdriver again for that one. Probably hasn't been undone in 20-30 years. And another person has commented, it was a nice comment, but it was commented on my heavy breathing. I have in some of my videos apologized to you guys for that. I am asthmatic, plus I have hay fever, and spring has just finished here. We still have quite a lot of flowers around and grasses that are flowering and so on, and apart from that I am extremely unfit, well overweight, something I'm trying to do something about. So if I heavy breathe, it's not because I'm trying to get a point across or anything. I was going to say more, but I won't. I thought I was going to have a little crack then, but I better behave. Okay, so what's under here? Got some nice IC chips there. The gold is a bit better this side. Bit of gold. There's gold on the board all over. Lump of copper here, and what looks like maybe There could be silver or something in that. I'm not really sure. I'd have to test it. There's copper behind it. Copper plate. This one will be the same on that end. I can see the big motor in here, so I'd have to undo that. And another one over here. So I can't see much point in continuing with that right now. It's just undoing a motor. I suppose there might be something on this board. I need to get a small attachment for my drill. A small screw attachment, I mean, because I've got lots of normal ones. Camera battery died and I had to put it on charge. So while it was charging, I pulled a few screws apart, and this top piece is useless. There's no gold on there. So we've got a fairly decent board here. Let's get my cutters. Cut these wires off here. Get a look at this board. Alright. So we've got a tiny board here with 2 LED lights. So there'll be gold in these globes. We can go there for now. A little bit of wire. I can't get over how that gold has come off there. They must have really put this in and out a few times. Never seen that. So we've got some nice IC chips on here. Aluminium capacitors, which I'll have to take off before I use the heat gun, or they'll explode. Some diodes here, and there's round diodes with a flat side on it. They're good for gold. These pins don't have any gold. It's just this one side, so it's not too bad, I suppose. And then we've got another little board here. Just a bit of wire. This is really heavy. A big piece of steel on here. Aluminium here. I can see an IC chip in there. And I've been trying to get these screws off, but near impossible. They're rounded. Once I get that off, I'll be able to separate the two. Bit of wire here. There'll be some nice copper windings inside there. I can see it already, just in here. I may need to just use a persuasion tool, give it a bit of force, open it up. So, and then here, we've got some gold on the tip there, and copper on the back. It's just a piece of copper plate. There's no gold on that ribbon wire. And a hefty chunk of aluminium. Another motor under here. So I've got to work out how that comes off. I've undone all the screws I can find. It moves around. Oh, I see, there's a screw on there. Then I can take this wheel off, and then the motor will come out. And I'll be left with a nice chunk of aluminium. Nothing on there. Okay, so I've got some ribbon wire here. Looking in the end, I can't see much gold in them. It's very, very rare that you find good ones of these. Sometimes you do though, sometimes they're amazing, but these ones aren't. So I'll just take these off later and get the wire. This is a really bulky drive. A really bulky drive, bloody heavy. I've never seen one this big before. Ribbon wire. That looks a little bit more promising. It's not really good, but I can see a coating on there. The other ones didn't have that. Let's see if I can get one out. Just one pin out and see how good they are. I've never ever done one this old before, one that looks like this. As you can see, there's a very light coating, but more than what I've seen on these generally. Usually just the very tip is coated, but this is most of the way down, halfway down at least. It's very, very light. I will keep these ones. I won't keep the ones from the first one, but while these ones are looking okay, I will keep these ones. And now, so this is just the hard drive here, and then all this board is all separate. I'm going to need to get my specialised screws out, the Torx screws. I've got some nice gold fingers here. They've not been in and out too many times. Alright, so I'll get the Torx screws and see what's under that. Alright, it's two different sizes. This is the best kit ever. There's lots of them, lots of different sizes, different sorts, different variations. A friend of mine's got one that's round, like a cylinder, and all the pieces are stuck on it. So whichever form you get, these are well worth getting. Got all the different screwdriver Torx parts, hexagon parts, triangle ones, socket ones, flat, Phillips, you name it. Almost every piece you want is there. I mean, depending on the size you buy, you can get smaller ones that don't have as much, or you can get a larger one that's got it all. If you're scrapping a lot, and especially this type of thing, well worth the investment, because they save you a nightmare trying to undo certain screws. Even power boards, I like to open the power boards up for the brass, and quite often they use a piece like that, where there's a piece on each end and nothing in the middle. Alright, so that's the big ones done. Put that in here for now in case I need it again. I don't know why they've got to have two different size screws. Looking forward to seeing what's on this board. Like I said, I've not seen one like this before. This is the oldest computer I've ever pulled apart. I don't even know what it is, if it's a 486 or if it's older. I can't see any CPU at this point in time. Just having a quick look without actually going into pulling everything out of the way. These are magnetic, so I should be able to pick these up. This is my girlfriend's one because mine broke, so hers isn't magnetic. Mine was. Alright. Oh, there's a little one there I missed. Always miss one. No matter how hard you look, you think you got them all, you always see one you missed. Oh, here we go. I'm seeing some nice gold pins. Why is it stuck? There we go. Cooking with gas now. Come on. Out you come. Alrighty. Wow. Look at that. There's a lot going on there. So many IC chips. All the way around. A nice big one there. Unfortunately, these are through hole connected, and I'm not really a fan of through hole connected. Even with a heat gun, they're hard to get out. Those holes are gold plated where this went into. I don't normally see that. Normally they're just normal steel. So I'm quite impressed with that. And these pins, they look pretty good. Another big IC chip here. Nice gold pins. And there's sockets here for this to come off, so there's even more pins. Look at that, nice gold pins there, nice coated. So there'll be gold inside these too. Very nice. So some pieces of aluminium, a couple of transistors. Some more gold pins on here. So there'll be some in there as well. Aluminium capacitors, got to come off. Oh, there's a crystal here. Hopefully there's gold underneath. No. There still might be gold inside, so I'll cut that open and have a look later. I've got a dip switch here. And they quite often have gold plated balls inside. Each one of these little switches will have a gold ball. Or sometimes they're just flat levers, but most of the times they're little balls. So I'm impressed with that board, that's quite nice. Two big IC chips here. There's the side. Now I can see there's another board in there where this motor's joined onto, but usually there's not a whole lot on that. Might be an IC chip or two. This is heavy. This is a big piece of aluminium. Got some steel around the sides. That's going to have to be unscrewed and taken off. And too time consuming to take this apart, or I'm sure most of you know what a hard drive looks like. I might actually undo it off camera and show you what's in there just in case, but it might be fiddly and time consuming to undo, so I'll come back once that's done. So I've taken all the screws out that I can see anyway. I don't think I missed any. Geez, that was a good seal on there. You don't see that on hard drives of today. That should come off easy enough with a knife. Alright, so a good piece of aluminium there. Wow, this is a lot bigger than today's ones. So nice IC chip there, another one there. More Torx screws, so I'll have to undo that. Those two, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. There's some normal screws here, Torx screws here. I'll take those out and see what's in there. There should be some magnet somewhere. Alright, so I've undone all the ones I can see. This is to come out somehow. I don't know what order things come out in because I've not seen one like this before. The principle's the same, but it's a nice piece of aluminium there. Now these platters, I'm told, have palladium, but a very, very thin coating one than today's ones anyway. This is darker than today's ones, so I'm assuming they've got more palladium, if it is palladium. Should be, but I wouldn't even bother trying because I know that it could be a difference in the age, maybe it's thicker, but with today's ones it's so thin it's not even worth trying. I'll just put these in with my aluminium. This has to come back somehow. So much different to today's ones, I can't believe. Come on, what's holding you in? I just don't understand it. There we go. I'm guessing there'll be some hefty magnets in there. Those white ones, I'm guessing, are the magnets. I bet they're strong too. Let's sort that out later. Here's this little board. There's no gold on the ribbons that I can see. There could be some gold in those holes. I doubt it. I'll have to pull them apart and have a look. Bit of cast aluminium here. Tiny little roller bearings, how cool is that? There should be some gold on the tips here. Going by today's ones have it. So I will cut those very tippy bits off, and it's hard to see, but there could be some in there. Spring-loaded gadget here. A couple more screws to undo. Of course there is. There's more magnets here. Alright, I'll have to get those screws undone so we can get that out. Okay, so I got, well, it's just a tin casing. There's a copper winding here. That would have been some sort of switch on and off. Unusual, but it's only an electromagnetic one. It's not a silver contacts or anything, because of the copper winding. Once the power gets to it, that'll be like electromagnet and pull it in. Now we're going to try and get this out. Can't see what's holding it. It's only plastic. It's only plastic. I'll sort that out later. So I got this piece out. It's just all steel. Pick up all these little screws before they end up all over the lounge room and I end up walking on them. Alright. Another nice piece of extruded aluminium. This is just domestic aluminium. Yeah, I'm tempted to try and get palladium off these, but I just can't stop doubting its worth, because I don't know, I can't see it needing to have a lot on there. And of course there's more screws. Right. So I'll do that last few bits on off camera. There's just this motor here, there's got a couple of windings in there. So we'll move on with the rest of the computer. Get this out of my way. What else do we have here? We've got this slot card here. Nice IC chips on here. Well, I say nice because there's a lot of them, but I'm not a fan of through hole, although they should have some good gold. The whole pile of these little, whatever they are, resistors, diodes, or I don't know what they're called, but I've got a big collection of these to try and see if there's anything in them. Nice gold fingers, good coating on that. Geez, you can even feel it. Hear that? You don't hear that in today's ones. Nice. Now we've got this one. Again, nice fingers on here. Whoa, some big IC chips here. So there's no gold in there. Those other ones that had gold in the hole was very rare. Or at least in my experience it is. Crystal oscillator here, there'll be a little bit of silver in there. Nice. It's a little bit thin on the gold at the end here. I'd say that has come out once or twice. Nice coating there. That's very dark gold. There's nice gold pins. They're very dark too, and they're full coated. And these ones are nice too. Sorry, I don't know if you can see that. I keep trying to get the camera in the right spot. Nice gold there. The gold on that. Nice pins here. These are the ones I was saying full coated, full length. Nice dark fingers. Nice. And the back pane board. Oh, this is out of the CD that came out when I was pulling it apart. Another one of those pieces of copper. And again, there'll be gold on the side here. The back pane board has to come out, but I think the CD power supply has to come out first. It's not screwed in like most of them today. It's just got these plastic clips. If I could pry those up, I'd be able to take it out now. There we go. I do want to take it out now because it'll be easier. Alright, power supply it is. I know a lot of these screws don't have to be taken out now, but while I'm taking them, I might as well take them all. is a big power supply. Never seen one like this before. There are all kinds of things in there. One plastic clip, making life hard. Gotcha. Set this wire clips off. Shame, I was expecting to see really nice gold in these here, but there's not. It's really surprising considering its age and how everything else looks pretty good. It's nice big IC chips. I'm glad these ones have got the slots because it's less to take off with the heat gun, because they're a nightmare. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes it's easier to get a sharp knife, but not a good quality knife because you'll ruin it. A hobby knife with a new blade works, and just run down the sides of the legs and score the legs, and then you don't have to worry about taking the legs out of the board, which is probably what I'll end up doing. So all these just have to be hooked out with a screwdriver like I'm doing now. So I'll do all this off camera. On the back, nothing. Crystal oscillator, or crystal. I know everyone's got a different idea of what they're called. I'm happy to call them crystal oscillators. One in every crowd. Gotcha. Another dip switch here. Some nice gold pins there. Look at that. They look good. Some little gold pins here. More gold pins along here. Really surprising that that's not gold in there. I really thought it would be. Another diode here. It's round with a flat side on it. I've got a video on those. Okay. And then there's just this wiring. Gold in the pins, in the plugs there. So we've got some LED globes. Switches have silver in them. And nice gold plugs, pins in the plugs there, and they look really dark too, dark quality, good gold. When they're dark they're usually really good in my experience. If they're light coloured then they're thin, very thin coating. The darker it is, it seems to be, the thicker it is. So I'm really happy with that. So there you go guys. I don't know what this computer was called, but I don't see a CPU, that's what I was going to say. Maybe this type of thing was some sort of CPU back in the day. It says Acer. I didn't even think Acer was around back when this was made. Maybe it's not all that old after all. Certainly looks old. I don't know, but I can't see a CPU. So either that doubles as a CPU or it's been removed before I got it. But from where? I mean, it could have been, I've taken the CPUs and ICs out of there. I don't know. If anyone knows if that's a CPU or where the CPU would have been, please let me know, because I'm rather disheartened. I was kind of hoping for maybe a purple ceramic or black fiber ceramic, maybe even a brown, sorry, a black fiber CPU, or maybe even a brown CPU. But to not get one at all, I'd rather have just got a green one than nothing. So if anyone knows where the CPU is or where it would have been, please let me know. And thanks for watching. Hope you found it interesting. I did. I've got other videos coming very, very soon. I've got 3 or 4 on the hop at once. So see you on the next one. Thank you.